Good morning everyone, welcome to Lost Phoenix Gaming, the home of tips, tricks, guides and tunes for Forza Horizon. We're having a look today at the winter season for Series 36. 50% gets you a backstage pass, 80% gets you the Ford GT70. Photo challenge, Scotland the Brave. Take a photo of your car with the Scott Monument in Edinburgh. That's that big, spiky, steeply place you can see in the photo. Next up is the Forzathon. Red lorry, yellow lorry. I'm careful how I say that. Right. Own and drive any truck, which basically means you're either going to go for a Mercedes-Benz or you're going to go for the Volvo. One or the other, and that seems to work. Next, you'll be earning 10 trading paint skills in your truck. Then you've got to earn 10 wreckage skills in your truck. And finally, win a road racing series event at the Goliath in your truck. Don't worry, I've got an easy win blueprint. But truck-wise, I'm going for the Merc, the Tankpool 24 racing truck. I've got an A-class tune on it. Although, in reality, for the purposes of this, you don't really need to put a tune on it. This is just the tune I've got on my truck and what I'll be showing here. But you don't really need to put a tune on if you don't want. If you've got another tune on it, great, brilliant, use it. Share code's there if you want to have a look at my tune. So trading paint, okay, simple. We did it a few weeks ago, we did it last week. And yeah, trading paint is simply a case of go alongside another vehicle and rub up against it in a slightly aggressive manner. The Goliath, right. Custom event. You don't want to be doing a massive run all around the map in the truck in winter unless you're some kind of masochist. But I've got the Goliath EZ, a custom blueprint. I've got the share code up on the screen now. This is pretty much a straight run. Takes a few seconds, and yeah, you know, it's one of my usual sort of efforts where you end up sending other cars halfway around the map, which in the case of a Goliath is probably actually accurate. And all you need to do is go straight to the finish line. So I'll show you this and how this runs. I've got the Red Van Racing Society edition truck up here. And it is anything goes, so you can use it for any car you want. Hence why I'm against all these other cars. You'll give me a little nudge, you little dodgy bastard. But going forward, they go up there. I've cut the corner a little bit and I messed it up. But the thing is, this does show, no matter how much I mess it up, I can still get to the finish line with no problems. And if you don't have the Goliath unlocked, just put this share code into any event and it will take you there. Next up, we've got the Trial, American Cartographer for the Hoonigan Focus. And we've got the Winter Games, which gives you the Ford XB Falcon. The Trial, Cross Country Series, A-Class American cars. So United States in the A-Class. There you go, that's the card. And you've got the Hoonigan Focus as the reward. What are the events? Let's have a look at the events, shall we? Whitewater Falls Cross Country, Riverbank Cross Country, and Windmill Cross Country. That's your 3 events for that one. 2 trials and a circuit race. What shall I go for? America, Cross Country. It's got to be the Jeep. I'm going for a Trackhawk. I'm not sure if these have dropped on the auction house. They were selling for about 1.5 million last time I looked a few days ago. But I've got this. I use this a lot for championships. This is my go-to cross-country vehicle. This is brilliant. This is the same tune I've used for other championships, other events. If you've got it, great. If not, that's the share code. Next up is the games. Winter Games, B-Class Classic Muscle. And we're at the Slate Quarry for this one. You get the Ford XB Falcon. That's a challenge card up there. You play some Team King, you do some survival, some flag rush, and if nobody's won by that point, You do a bit more survival and a bit more team king. Just remember, don't quit even if your team's losing. And I'm going to go for a Corvette ZR-1 from 1970. This is a good car. It's a auto show car. This is the one I use whenever I can for championships because it is actually a really good car. It's the one I've got, which is in blue with numbers 42 written on the side. That's the one, my 42 racing car. But that's the share code for that one. Next up, PR Stunts, Rail Yard Ramp, Hythe House, and Strathbridge. That's a jump, that's a speed camera, and that's a speed zone. The jump I'm not so worried about. The speed camera and the speed zone I'm a bit concerned about in the snow, but I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you this. This is just not a good set of PR stunts for the winter season. But I'll show you my attempts at these. First off, I'm going to try the Mosler, easy PR Snow 2 tune. Good car, good tune, this should handle the jump without too many problems. Not so sure about the speed zone and the speed trap in the snow. But let's have a look at this when it comes to the jump. Rail Yard Ramp, 250 metres is the target for this one, which isn't too bad. And what I normally do is make a bit of a run up from across the field. So I'm fast travelled over there. I'm knocking out all these posts and all these lights and I'm going across the field onto the snow, and I'll stop it just before the road and I'll turn it around. And let's make a run at this. I've got traction on. I don't think I've got stability on for this, which probably would be a little bit wiser to have switched on in reality, because I'm all over the place on that. So let's hit rewind. Let's have another go. My advice is traction and stability when doing this in the snow. Making a run up, making a jump, and let's see what we get. It's looking promising. Looking very good. 277. Yeah, that's done it. That's not too bad. I'm not worrying so much about that one. Hythe House, 195 mile an hour. This isn't too much of a problem normally, but because this is in the snow, it is a bit of a nightmare. And there are quite a lot of cars on the road as well, which does not help. 193. Yeah, I know, it's not so good. And I've got the Horizon Drag Snow tune for the Evo, Ferrari Evo. Got the share code up this. This will be a bit faster. This car is about 10 million on the auction house, although I would definitely say if you don't own this car, this is the first car you should be buying with a backstage pass. It's totally worth it, and it's totally just, it's basically the best car on there, first car you should get. So if you've got a backstage pass, grab it. Let's have a run at this with Evo. I've done a little trick which someone suggested to me, is if you go into a business and start it off, and I've been up to Upgrade Heroes, which is nearby, and as soon as it starts, I quit and go back into the game. And as long as you don't swap your car or fast travel, do anything like that, cars take a little bit of time to appear on the road, and that's what I've done. And I've got a clearer road, and the Evo has managed to do it. I didn't manage to do it on previous attempts in the Mosler, but the Evo did it. Speed zone, Strathbridge, 140 mile an hour. I'm a bit concerned about this in the snow, and I'm going to show you the Jesco. Yes, I know, it's a very expensive car, and some of you got it, some of you don't, but I've tried a lot of different cars, and the problem is, this is the one I've got the closest with. I've tried it in the Mosler, can't get close. Tried it in the Evo, can't get close. I've tried it in the Hoonigan RS200, funnily enough, and I get reasonably close to that, but I do need to be online for it, less traffic. because it is a pain in the backside. And I did struggle with that. I am going to do it again when the game goes live, because all of this stuff doesn't exist anymore. I've deleted it. All this stuff's deleted. But I'm showing you the Jesco because this is the closest I've got to completing it ahead of time on this. And you can see I'm just losing this on the corner. It's got a snow tune on it, going on the corner. And this is difficult in the snow. It's not too bad when there isn't snow, but it is a bit of a pain in the backside. And I'm going to try it again in the Hoonigan, because last time we had a winter speed zone, the Hoonigan came up tops for it. It was brilliant. So I've just got to do it again, got to practice. But that's definitely a difficult one for the week. Championships, Tour de Force for the Pontiac Trans Am, Into the Wilds for the Hoonigan Bronco, and Small Wonders for the Volkswagen Gear. After those nightmare PR stunts, it's nice to see we've got a few nice championships. First up, we've got Tour de Force, Road Racing S1 Class Modern Muscle for the Pontiac Trans Am 1973. The events for this are Greendale Club Circuit, Princes Street Garden Circuit, and Holyrood Park Circuit. I'm going to go for the Corvette ZR-1 from 2015, S1 modern muscle car. Good car, it's pretty cheap on the auto show, although everybody was pretty much given this car to celebrate Hispanic History Month. And if you see that car which is in your garage and it's got that sort of Hispanic design on it, the Eternium design, that's the car. Everyone was given it, and given that we'll be going to Mexico soon, an appropriate car. Into the Wilds for the Hoonigan Bronco, A-Class Off-Road. The events for this, Ambleside Rush Cross Country, Gardens Cross Country Circuit, and Mountain Cross Country. And I'm going to go for the Bowler, the EXR S, Perfect A-Class. The S1 is definitely a bit mad. The A-Class is really nice. It's a good off-road car, it's a good cross-country car, and this will definitely sort you out. So I've got the car, I've got the tune, and yeah, it works pretty effectively. Finally, Small Wonders, Dirt Racing Free Event B-Class Volkswagens for the Volkswagen Gear, Mortimer Gardens Scramble, Ambleside Scramble, and Tarn House Scramble. That's what you got. So what car shall I go for? And this is actually one of your suggestions. When we did the Sugar Buggy-O-Buggy Championship, when I used the Mini, can't remember your name, sorry, without going in and looking this up, but you did say to me, use the Badger Bug, because that's brilliant. Just tune it up next time and use it. So I went in and I tuned it up. I actually went in and I took that, once I saw your comment, tuned it up and gave it a try, and it was brilliant. It was seriously brilliant. And when this championship came round, the share code's up there, by the way. Never used this before, so this is all new, and it's brilliant. So when this came around, when I had an opportunity to do this, in the snow, I know it's rally, but it's in the snow, in a Volkswagen. I thought, no, I'm going to do this bug, because this actually is bloody awesome. This is really cool. And in all fairness, I might end up swapping out my Mini for this bug when it comes to these sort of events. So good call on that. I definitely appreciate the feedback and stuff, and I do take stuff on board, and I do take your suggestions. And yeah, that's brilliant. So that's a good car for that one. Anyway, winter. 50% gets you a backstage pass. 80% gets you the Ford GT70. The PR stunts are an absolute bloody nightmare. The championships are pretty straightforward. And it does look like the clock's ticking now on seasons. It looks like we might not be getting them in Horizon 5, although nothing's been officially confirmed. But that is that. That's the season, that's that. What do you think about it? What do you think of those PR stunts? Seriously, I think they're a bloody nightmare this time. But anyway, that is that. If you like this stuff, drop a like, leave a comment. Until next time, thank you for watching. Take it easy and happy driving.